Rebound secured by Champagnie. Told you how good this five-player unit has been this season for the Spurs. Wemby connects. The fake, the give, Champagnie can't hit the three. Wembanyama, my goodness. The wingspan is eternal. And the three is wet.
But that's why Anthony Davis is always up there in Defensive Player of the Year categories.
Wembanyama, another three, his third of the night. Gabe Vincent 0 for 1 from 3 tonight. On the season, he is 5 for 31. Wembanyama again.
Jazz retake the lead by 2.
You know, last year, the year before, Walker may have brought that ball down.
Yes.
Right? That's again, as Wemby shoots from deep. Bryce is a natural scorer. I think his work is really becoming as Wemby hits another three.
Love that smile. And a 19-6 run manufactured by the Jazz, but not for long, as Wemby shows his ability. New York Knicks Saturday night, 121-106. I'll tell you, the three ball, 19 in all, 30 assists in that game, Thurl. Wembanyama, I'll tell you, with such ease. See, they go to Barnes, try to get his rhythm. Nope, they go to Wembanyama. Threes up and in. Amazing.
Sexton has an account at that bank. Nice job, nice strong move.
I mean, that's deep. Wembanyama showing the ability to stretch out that floor.
Yeah, it has delivered everything that Commissioner Adam Silver could have hoped for, as Wemby says maybe I should step further out.
He doesn't have to do that with CP3. No. He's been there, done that.
Yep. Long
Finally
shot.
Gets one to go.
Drop, huh?
It's Paul telling Victor, hey, you got to get up on that one. Can't allow Van Vliet just to get a wide open look. And that's the leadership from Chris Paul. It doesn't matter who you are, he's going to jump on you.
Wemby, hitting from the parking lot. Houston's 4 of 5 from downtown to start. Wemby, the response. Puts it in!
He just brings a different level of focus.
Second game in 12 days for Houston and San Antonio. Wemby, step back three, it's good!
Run off a quick 9-0 run, and runs have been something the Jazz have not seen much of in the early part of this season. And Wemby finally finds the bottom of the net. Victor with the rebound. By the way, Wembanyama coming into tonight had really struggled from downtown, just 19% from 3. He hit one, make it 2. 2 in a row.
Okay. Here comes the holding his ground, but learn how to react to physicality.
Takes the 3. Sexton right on his hip.
Just doesn't really give you a chance to be in a game.
Straight away.
Wemby, thought about the 3. Now he does. Step back. You bet! Over Gobert.
He had the hot hand early for the Spurs. But Wemby didn't do anything but just rotate over. Another 3 from Wembanyama. This one falls. He had been 0 for 5 prior to that. Didn't take it all the way. James got to a step back. Wembanyama, another 3. This one goes. He is now 2 for 9.
You know, I know FIBA allows those guys to go knock the ball off the rim if it's on the rim and, you know, slam it home. No basket interference.
I think it would add an incredible layer.
Wemby, pull up 3. Oh, he puts it down. Jeremy Grant was right there. The 6th. Castle, Victor Wembanyama, a deep one! 42%.
Yeah, I mean, he's got wonderful touch. He can shoot it extremely well, very athletic.
Wemby puts it down for 3 to respond.
All right, the second.
Vassell, 5 minutes. Season debut, Wemby trying to dance. Step back 3 over Filipowski. Yeah! Wemby! Wemby checks his feet, fires a 3, and swishes! Victor Wembanyama with his 3rd 3. Wants a foul call. Mamu.
Mamu just stuck his hands up there.
Wemby, another 3. That is 4!
up 30-8. So, I mean, that gives you a little snapshot of the game. And I know we're taking a lot of threes. There's another one.
That's his fifth. The Spurs and the Jazz. Wemby catches it, releases, and swishes. Courtois again.
He might still be in bed as late as they got in.
Wemby pulling up, and he left it wide open. And left him wide open, he puts it in.
Don't want to give him any space whatsoever.
He had 14 points, 14 rebounds in that Suns game. Wemby, it rolls in. To sixth. Pulls up from way downtown and puts it through. The Spurs get the lead back.
On that right side, a little hesitation move. He's able to get that three off, and there he is, a little behind the back move. He gets all the way to the basket.
Wembanyama, his fourth three. Courtois. Wemby trying to tap it back out. It works. Paul Wembanyama hits another three. That's his fifth. Paul behind the back. Wemby hits another three. That's his sixth. He struggled shooting from downtown to start his career. Wemby firing. He hits it. Here comes Harrison Barnes.
Comes another one.
Thought about it. Now he takes it. Victor Wembanyama. And a 9-0 Spurs start. Paul. It's a screen from Wembanyama. Wemby fires. And he hits another three. Courtois. He's 3 for 6.
Yeah, early on in his career in Toronto, that's what he was known for. Big dunker.
4 threes for Wemby here in the first half. Castle. Wembanyama puts in another three. That's his fifth.
A crack of daylight to get that shot off.
Wembanyama. 6 threes. 3 straight games with 6. Head to France to play the Pacers for a couple games in Paris. Wembanyama. And he puts in his 7th three. That's a new single game record for Wemby. Vassell. Out to KJ. Wembanyama. 8 threes from Victor Wembanyama. He's actually their best three-point shooter this season.
Yeah, that's shocking.
Wemby pull-up three. You bet. Welcome back. He struggled shooting from the field as well again. Struggled mainly because he was out for personal reasons. Wemby, three is good.
Finally got some new shorts. He was wearing a kilt out there. Got it ripped in half.
Wembanyama. That one falls.
Brian Wright and his group, they were all over Steph Castle years ago.
Wembanyama, no way! Down 2 at the half, outscored 36-18 in the third quarter the Lakers were. Wembanyama three. Oh, he hit it! A deep one for Wemby. Paul, nifty handle, no look pass. Castle, Wembanyama. Yeah!
With the rebound.
I really love how they start Fox off the ball, other side of the floor, and it frees up the whole thing. But there you see Victor Wembanyama knocking down an early triple.
So far, Katie, they've only turned the ball over twice. Only 2 turnovers.
Making great decisions.
Wembanyama with a sidestep three. Chris Paul drops it off for Wemby for 3. And he drills another one.
Just 87 all of last year, but like you said, shooting a really great clip.
Speaking of threes, Wembanyama has found his touch from downtown. Sabonis told me prior to tip tonight.
Spurs team on the offensive glass not able to convert on the second chance opportunities at the rate they'd like.
Wembanyama threads another 3 to make it a 4-point advantage.
Is unreal. Wembanyama three.
There it is.
There it is. The point guard now second on the NBA's all-time assist list. Paul up to Sohan. Shovel pass Vassell.
Spurs within one. Wembanyama, the one-footer for the lead. Paul. Back to Wembanyama. Puts up a three. And gives the Spurs the lead. Assists a game, 7th most in the NBA. 5th best assist to turnover ratio. Wembanyama drills it from downtown. Fakes the pass out. Almost lost it. Wemby, another free. Johnson fading, tough shot. Almost banked it in.
Perfect time to go 2-1 here.
Wembanyama, red hot from downtown. That's his 3rd. Strong salsa has got us going here in the 2nd quarter. Wembanyama, the fake, and he drills it. Wow. 17 points, 10 assists for Young. Not the 40 points, though, that he averaged against the Spurs last year. Wembanyama stepping back and canning a 3. Man, he's feeling it tonight. Paul, 5 seconds on the shot clock, guarded by Dyson Daniels. Kicks it out. Wembanyama stepping through and hit a 3 at the shot clock buzzer. He only played in now 11 games this season. Wembanyama, a long 3. He's got the last 10. Kamara didn't even look and left Victor wide open. Why would you do that? Paul against Ayton, kicks it out. Wembanyama fakes it, now takes it and makes it to end the first half. Off, quickly up to Chris Paul. Wembanyama the trailer, and he drills it. His 3rd 3. That's his 200th career 3. See if Victor responds. Keldon Johnson, back out. Wembanyama, Courtois.
1-point game, 28-27 Sixers, and now this guy's gonna hear this the rest of the night. Paul back to him. Wembanyama from the wing, and Victor Wembanyama hits it. Sixers looking for their 10th win of the year. Wembanyama hitting the 3. He makes it look easy this year. It's another one of your keys, understandably. Limit turnovers. Wembanyama, top of the key.
More than you would with most defenders.
Vassell blocked by Caleb Martin. Wembanyama from the corner.
The Spurs are inbounding it and looking to respond.
Wemby from way outside, and Victor Wembanyama done. Spurs 17 for 18, 198 Sixers. Yamsele. Wembanyama, even after having the ball pushed away, he can regroup and still do that.
Knicks now 1 for 10 from downtown. Knicks are number 2 in the NBA in 3-point percentage as Wemby finally gets one to drop and then had something to say to the Knicks bench.
All the conversation about how Indiana, SMU, and Clemson didn't belong until Tennessee got blown out.
Wembanyama on a deep one. Karl Anthony Towns now in double figures. Wembanyama connects on a deep 3.
Ron, you always see it.
Working the 2-man game with Wemby. Paul sets up Wemby, his 3. You bet!
So here's the issue.
Rebound, Vassell. Kicks it out. Wemby, another clean look. He got it. 31 for Victor Wembanyama. Season high, 32 points. Wembanyama, you bet! 42 for Wemby.
That was a pass to Sohan. Still time. Ball fake. Wemby connects. Victor Wembanyama with a downtown hit. In fact, Brett Brown, who's an assistant at San Antonio, was Shake's head coach. It's Wemby's world. The 3-ball. Air ball. Paul caught by Wembanyama, even though it wasn't intended for him. Oh, no. Yes! Victor Wembanyama!
Him into play here, but Rudy's going to be there to help.
Tap out by Wembanyama. Catches it on the perimeter, fires a 3, and it goes in.
When Wemby's on the floor, that's essentially
just giving them the possession. That Rudy almost got that.
Wembanyama straight on three, drilled it. And Rudy looked like he was going to kick it out, but Chris Paul stole it. Vassell back to Paul. Wembanyama left open, good.
Here he comes.
Looks like we may have a nail biter here at Target Center. Fourth quarter underway. Wembanyama for three. Swish. Fourth three-pointer of the night.
Paul to inbound. Wembanyama three. Got it! And a 6-0 Spurs start.
Christian Brown around and out. That would have been a nice shot for CB. Last four, he's averaging 15, and dropping it from 3 is Wemby. Watching the broadcast, Murray pulls the trigger. That's no good. And Wembanyama.
And no one challenged Wemby in the paint or on the glass right now.
Now Wemby from distance.
Had a 22-footer, shot at 23.
Wemby's got that range. He lets it go, and he hits. Not afraid, is he? So the Nuggets, here in the fourth quarter, they missed all 8 shots. There it is. Wemby over the top. That's good, too. Timeout, Denver.
Michael Porter Jr. miscommunication there. Paul really looking to push it here against Denver. Wembanyama, a long three. Wembanyama. Now Jokic switches back on him. Crossing over Jokic. What a bucket! In his face. France.
The Bulls are back within 4. Wembanyama, his 100th three-point made of this season. Here's Sohan, Buzelis out on him. The defense by Modis. Here's Wembanyama, late in the clock, has to hoist it in, hits it. Oh, man. Here's Vassell, probing, leaves it for Wembanyama. Who hits another 3. Can do that too. He said he's got pretty much the entire range of the skill set. Why he's talked about as a unicorn. 7'3", can rebound and block. Sure, he's got size for it.
Every single time when you're around the green.
There's Dame, who came alive in that game against Toronto. 25 points, 5 of 8 from 3. He needed a shooting night like that. Here's Wembanyama off the 1 foot.
A move going left, give him the step back and bury it.
Dame had a big second quarter, 10 points, 10 of his 13 in the second. Kind of mirroring a little bit. He had 15 points, remember, in the third against Toronto. There's Wemby.
Wembanyama had 23 rebounds a career against the Nuggets recently. Look at this long 3, and he knocks it down. Part of the arsenal now.
We've seen it before, but it's just always good to see Victor stop it.
Yeah, it comes right back.
Approaching 8 minutes to go, first quarter. Wembanyama walking in. Jacob Toby, Sean Elliott, Dan Weiss, TJ Ford, all here inside the Frost Bank Center. Wemby got the 3 that time. 14 offensive rebounds for 18 second chance points for Memphis. Wembanyama responds. Cash.
Champagnie chases it down. Back to Barnes. One more. Wembanyama for 3. Timeout Grizzlies.
Massive and maybe momentum swinging win in your schedule.
Joyce, you look at the bottom half as Wemby tries to ignite, knocking down the 3.
It's 5 guys constantly moving and basically setting themselves up to go one-on-one as a 3 goes down by Victor.
Arcing it over Wembanyama, and Paul comes down with a rebound. Wembanyama for 3. Yep, he does 30, how about 32 games in a row with at least one of those.
Yeah, really impressive and crisp spacing and ball movement.
Goes 5 for 17 shooting for the Heat thus far. Wemby trapped outside. He's going to fire it from there. couple of hard drives helped set up that shot for him.
Wembanyama from downtown. That's good.
Underneath is McConnell, and he missed it.
Yeah, because Wembanyama was coming, had to get it out of his hand quickly and didn't have control over it.
Here's a deep three.
The Eiffel Tower was there.
Neesmith missed it. Rebound by Sohan. Shot clock, game clock, about a 6-second difference. He's going to shoot another deep three. Good to see Miles get on the board. He had a hand in his face.
Right away, Nembhard had a basket that he thought he could make, but Wemby's there.
And now Wembanyama for three. And a double-figure Spurs lead at 75-64.
Wembanyama stops, tosses in the corner. Barnes now on the move, spinning in the lane, setting up Wembanyama outside. Boom. 37-28, and Indiana coughs it up. Wembanyama from the logo. Cash!
Wemby the rebound, his seventh. Walks into one, and got a three. There's Wemby. Wembanyama! He's got 25 points. Him and Powell have combined for 50.
Yeah, threw his body right into Victor, created some space.
Wembanyama, a three. Here's Castle. Wembanyama got the three. Didn't matter if Giannis was there.
That's the Chris Middleton that makes the Bucks so dangerous.
The NBA champion Chris Middleton and Wembanyama. Atwapwa.
Two good-looking three balls for the rookie to start off the second half.
San Antonio forces the turnover.
There's another three.
Wemby. Atwapwa. Saves the handle. Wemby does the same thing. Shot clock at 5. Has to throw it up. And he banked it in! Como se va! Rollins missing the three. There's a lot of chirping going on right now out there. Wemby! 1 foot! Seifu! Victor!
35-minute or so delay due to the courtside medical emergency. Wembanyama for three, puts it in. And here comes Harrison Barnes. But Castle, the rookie, oh, Wembanyama going for a logo three.
Wemby leading the break. A threat from three-point territory. Drills that one on his first attempt. All this despite a quiet half for Wembanyama. Fox, one more. Wemby with the three ball, got it.
Paul, Champagny, Wembanyama, Vassell.
Super young group on the floor for the Hornets.
Wembanyama, a three.
Carter's got 7 off the Orlando bench. Wembanyama, three-point attempt. It's good.
Poole going left. Wembanyama with that wingspan deflected it. Oh, deep three by Wembanyama. Are you kidding?
See, Rashawn Holmes has to make the adjustment. That's too much space.
Here he is again. Getting calibrated. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's bait. Having to commit 2 guys to Chris Paul.
Ball. Baseline bump. Turns it over to Paul. This is a heat check. You got to be kidding. 3 threes in a row for Victor Wembanyama. Paul being shut down there by George. Wemby again. 4 for 4 from downtown. Wemby, got to stay on him.
Here's Vassell. Wembanyama fakes the three, takes in the corner and hits.
Folks, that is 7'3".
Well, let's see how they operate now. Wembanyama, a three. Boy, has he got a gorgeous jump shot.
Well, does it
Got by Sohan. Grant can't handle it at midcourt. Wesley comes up with it. Wembanyama triggers a three. Why not? He drilled it.
They are keeping their composure.
Minnesota been really searching for someone to step in and play the backup point guard spot behind Mike Conley. Wembanyama hits a three. His first of the evening.